Good evening, this is Lucky Lynx. I haven't spoken to you guys in a while and I wanted to reconnect and do a video here. From something I think is really important. I've been spending a lot of time right now working with clients. I have a backlog of Tibetan Astrology Charts that's a few months. It's a few months long right now. So I spent most of my days from morning until evening working on Tibetan astrology with people. I also have, clients who come to me for readings. And I've been so busy that when you're really busy and you're working with people a lot, a lot of things start to change in the way that you approach things and in your mind, and you start to learn new things. And I always like to share those things when I learn them, because I think that not only does it help other people then, but it helps you to make the connection to the next thing. There's so much I think that's going on right now that I'm learning right now that it's been really difficult for me to actually think of what could I do as a video for everyone that would be significant. So I asked for help from my friend in the tarot deck, and this is about love. I think at this point in my life, at this point in my career, with what I've experienced and what I've seen, and in working with people, I think that people's understanding of relationships is completely wrong. I think what people assume we're here for is completely wrong. I think what people think love is crazy. What you are here for is to be something very specific that I know definitely right now in my career and in my life, more than at any other time in my life. I am certain that you are here right now to be something very special that only you can be here, and it's no mistake that you're here. That's first. Second, you are not meant to suffer in your relationships and in love. And when people cling to suffering in a relationship and in love, quite often what happens is they end up believing that that is what relationships are and what they should be experiencing in this life. And I don't think that whole twin flame helped anyone. I, as a matter of fact, I think the people who came up with that, I think it's horrible. I think it's horrible what they did to people. If you're suffering in a relationship, I'm here to tell you, it's trying to get you to see something. It's trying to get you to wake up to something. If you're suffering in a job, it's trying to get you to wake up to something. It's trying to get you to see something. If you're suffering in your friendships, if you're suffering with a family, I'm going to tell you, it's trying to get you to figure something out about yourself that's very important for you to figure out. Now, I can't say right here in a video a blanket statement for everyone. And quite frankly, I am so tired of all these spiritual gurus coming on telling everyone how it is, and there's one size fits all, and here's the answer for all of you. It's not that way. If you are suffering in love, if you are suffering in the relationships, there's a reason specific to you and why you're here, and it has nothing to do with being bound to this person for all eternity. And I'm not saying that we don't have past life relationships that come in, because we do. I thoroughly believe that. But the fact that people bind themselves to suffering or bind themselves to bad relationships and think that that's the way it's supposed to be, that's not it. It could be very simply that you're missing a certain elemental composition and you don't know how to get that. It could be very simply that you've simply mistaken something that was, you got the wrong message. Something was trying to give you a message, and you figured, okay, well then this is what I'm supposed to experience in relationships. You're not here to suffer. Now, people choose suffering. Some people prefer some suffering. Some people dive right into suffering and keep going back to it. But if you're sick of suffering, know this: it is not your reason It is not your reason for being here. And I think when I was a kid, if someone had told me that, I think it would have made all the difference in my life. So for those of you out there right now who are suffering in relationships, who are suffering in your job, who are suffering in a school system, or suffering in a bad neighborhood, or suffering in where you live, that's not why you're here. And you're not supposed to define yourself by that suffering, or define yourself as the thing that is defined by being the opposition to it either. And I really wish someone would have told me that when I was younger. Your relationships aren't supposed to hurt. You're not supposed to feel pain. You're supposed to prosper. But when we don't, it's because somehow we've confused what we really are, who we're really supposed to be, and what's really going on. Now, I don't know if I could get any more vague with that, but I hope someone out there right now has their heart lift up by someone saying, hey, as someone who went through life and had a lot of situations where suffering seemed to be the whole reason for being here, I'm going to tell you it's not the case. So if you're suffering in your relationships, if you're suffering in anything else, just know it's probably trying to get you to see something else that you're not seeing, and that's it. And also, what you think the role of relationships in your life are may not even be what it is. And each person is different. It may be that this relationship is pushing you to do this thing, or relationships are supposed to do this. We've been told that we're supposed to have a relationship that looks like this, and it's supposed to be this. And it's usually pretty dysfunctional, it's pretty divisive, and it's pretty stagnant. But I'm going to say it one more time. You are not here to suffer. You're really here for something much more magnificent. I'm Lucky Lynx, as always, wishing you success and good fortune in all that you do. If you would like to get a reading from me, 779-302-8009 or conjurehope@gmail.com. If you'd like to learn how to read these babies, the playing cards, or the tarot, or Lenormand, or crystal balls, or Mexican Loteria, or I think that's it. Contact me, 779-302-8009 or conjurehope@gmail.com. I got a virtual class. I got a bunch of virtual classes going. I can put you in one of them. If you would like to get a Tibetan Khil Khor done, where I build a map of your life, and then we do processes to sort of set things in motion, or remove obstacles, or change things up, you can contact me the same way. Or if you'd like to get your Tibetan chart done, I do have a backlog, but it's only going to get worse. It's only going to get longer. So contact me and we'll set you up for that. 779-302-8009. If you like these videos, you want to donate to help keep them coming, I appreciate all of you who've given me donations. You guys are fantastic. I'll put my PayPal, my Venmo below. Hey, I'm going to say it one more time. You are not here to suffer.